You're my first luminary.
Okay, well, thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I don't know how many other luminaries would come, would submit, would put it all out there and listen to you. And on top of that, you can only talk to so many people. You know, you do 4 or 5 of these a year. You know, 16 was a large class size. I mean, part of me seems that it's a shame that this message can't get to more people.
Well, I used to give these seminars for free back in the 90s. I tell the seminar guys that, the group this last week, I used to fill up rooms 700, 800, 900 people at the LAX airport. I used to get public broadcasting, free advertising, and I've had a lot of people. But when I measured the results of how many people I got across the goal line, by industry standards, I was doing well. But by my own personal standards and knowing what I know, I got shit results. So I stopped doing them. I stopped doing the 3 days and the 1 days and the seminars around the world that I used to do because I couldn't have this kind of, one-on-one. Then I went back and I measured the results against the Castle graduates. There was no fucking comparison. None. Zero. Okay? And so because I want to, when I do leave this planet, I want to go out, I've been called the Latter-day Saint Napoleon Hill. That's a great compliment. I'm not. I've been called the 21st century Napoleon Hill. I haven't touched millions of people like he has. But when I finally, I do leave, I want to be known as the best high-performance coach that ever lived. And the best way for me to do that is to change people's lives like you that have a big base, okay? That's why you're a luminary. People that have big bases, and when I can assist or kick across more goal lines, I spread the message, and that's why I'm doing the reality show. Whether it comes to fruition or not is still down the road, but it's not. But it's not for everybody. This is not for everybody because it's not for everybody because one, money's not everything, and it just isn't. It's the only thing anybody keeps track of, but it's not everything. But it's the benchmark people use. And so creation of wealth and equity like I do and I measure isn't kept track by anybody else. And the reason it's not kept track by anybody else, guys, it's because nobody else has really created any. They don't talk about it. But I want people to come here that really are willing to make the commitment and the sacrifice. Now, I commit and sacrifice. 1 year I mentor you for free, for fucking free. So you pay for the seminar and you get the 12 months of beaten by me for free. And I think that's a pretty big commitment. And so 1/3 of my time is pro bono, which is it takes me 1/3 of my life to manage your guys' businesses. But there's a lot of people that shouldn't come here. And every once in a while, I can say with my hand on my heart that with 1 or 2 exceptions in 21 years, everybody that came here should have come here. Maybe 1 or 2 people. I had one person walk out, a woman in the late 90s. Her husband is on the Hall of Fame, but she walked out because she said, I'm not willing to do that. That's fine. But other than that, we've never had anybody walk out. I've thrown one out in the late 90s. But even if you only get closer to your goals and your dreams by, an inch, a centimeter, a half a mile, I mean, you've paid for the value of the seminar many, many times. And of course, then we've got the guys that have made billions, hundreds of millions, tens of millions, millions. But I've got probably 10,000 people that their net worth went from $500,000 to $1 million.
Right. I mean, people talk about the price point, which is about 10 grand sterling.
10 pounds.
They can go to the website to find out more. And some people, but now that I've been here, I mean, it probably is a tenth too cheap. When you look at the real value there.
A few of the guys said that thank you because we know that the money you made from us is chicken shit.
Right, but the funny thing is people see that and they think, oh wow, it's very expensive. But then when you pay for something, then you listen more and you take the whole thing seriously. So it's almost like that price point keeps the riffraff out. And part of me even thought, okay, as a big gift, I might give it to this friend. But I know if I gave this to a friend, then they wouldn't come here and actually listen to you. So in a weird way, it self-selects people, doesn't it, your price point? Correct.
And if you go to, for those of you, and I'm not being braggadocious, that stay at the Ritz like I do, or the big, 5, 6, 7-star hotels, staying at a hotel is about the same price as this fucking seminar. And without me talking, flapping my mouth for 8, 10 hours a day. Sally and I know that. but I've had the same price point since 1999, and I didn't really realize till last year. One of the guys that went 99 went off, became very successful. He came back last year, and his name's Michael. He's a Dutch movie star. He says, "What the fuck? How can the prices are the same as 99?"
This week on London Real, I have a one-to-one chat with extreme entrepreneur Peter Sage.
Because most people have a death grip on how they think reality should look like, and all stress comes from life not fitting your pictures.
When you're not forcing something and you're actually enjoying everything that you do, you attract all of these people and all these energy and all these opportunities.
100%. I'm no longer sitting on the shore waiting for my ship to come in. That's Disneyland thinking. That's never going to happen.
People love to hear the victim story. That's all the news is.
If I understand other people rather than project my own model of the world onto them, then I'll have a little more tolerance in my life.
I'm curious what you think of psychedelics.